What's up, guys? We've got a little bit different of a video today. This is going to be basically surrounding a opportunity that I was given, something that I'm pretty excited to talk about, and I want to storytell a little bit around it. And though this video is going to be pretty short, I want to give you guys the opportunity to jump to this timestamp if you guys want to just see what the announcement is. But if not, sit back, relax a little bit for a couple minutes. Let me storytell. Let me talk about what's going on in my life, and you guys can, hopefully you guys can get some value out of this. So one of the major goals that I had in 2018 was I wanted to work on my public speaking. I was never one of those people in college or high school that was really scared to get in front of the class and talk about it, but as an adult, you tend to have fewer and fewer of those opportunities to get in front of a group and talk about it in kind of more of a public speaking environment. I think most of us, speak a lot in boardrooms. We speak in small groups in business, and though those opportunities are great, they are a little bit different to kind of the speaking opportunities that I hope to get in the next few years. So I know I need to get a lot better at it. If you guys watch some of my YouTube videos, you guys know that I'm probably not the best public speaker a lot of times, but this is also kind of the second step to get better, was to start a YouTube. Going into YouTube kind of year one was really to turn on the camera as much as possible, talk in front of the lens, get comfortable talking more and more, flowing more and more of the ideas that are going on in my head and putting them on video. I wholeheartedly believe that video is kind of where a lot of the content consumption is going. For many years, if you guys do follow me, you guys have saw that I wrote a lot of articles. I do very well written wise, kind of explaining my ideologies on business and just kind of the categories of CPG that I'm interested in. But video is a lot tougher. I don't know if any of you guys have tried to turn on a camera before and speak in front of a lens, but it's definitely a much different thing to do. So self-admittedly, I missed some of the early conference schedule. I was just kind of dragging my feet. I had some other goals on my list that definitely were more of a priority in the first part of the year, and I definitely missed those opportunities to pitch a speaking opportunity or any of those things in the early conferences. But kind of midway through the year, right when I started this YouTube channel, I decided to kind of go out and look at a couple other conferences and kind of see what was available. Was there any kind of speaking engagements that were still available on these things, be it through a panel or be it a solo speech, anything like that. And one of the first ones that I kind of looked up was SupplySide West. I have never been to SupplySide West. If you guys are in nutritional supplement CPG, you guys have probably been there before. I've always kind of stuck to more of the consumer side, or I've always kind of stuck more to the consumer shows than I have the professional show of SupplySide West. So from a nutritional supplement standpoint, most of the shows that I've been to are on the consumer side. I haven't really went to any of the professional type conferences for nutritional supplements. So I really wanted to target SupplySide West. So I'd say maybe like I said, about 2 months ago, I'm searching on the website, I'm looking all around on the website, I'm trying to find, hey, where do I contact to talk about speaking opportunities? Couldn't find really anything other than like sales contacts or exhibitor contacts. So I kind of left it at that and said, hey, maybe I'll kind of look at this for next year, figure out who's running the show and who runs the agenda, and kind of attack it that way maybe next year. So totally forgot about it, kind of went my own way. And then about a week or two later, I get a random email from Steve Myers and Rick Collins kind of outlining an opportunity they had speaking on a panel for one of their segments on the SupplySide West educational track. So instantly I thought, wow, this is kind of crazy. I was just kind of looking for this opportunity a couple weeks ago, and I kind of just gave up. But they kind of reached out to me and they said, hey, we've seen some of your articles before. We've seen some of your video now that's coming out. We think you'd be great to talk surrounding a segment that we want to do on the SupplySide West educational kind of track. So I obviously was extremely interested, decided to schedule a call with those guys and let them basically grill me on just a variety of different topics that we're going to be covering on this workshop that was going to be on the sports nutrition kind of track of SupplySide West. So long story short, obviously I accepted this opportunity after they grilled me. I think they saw at least enough in me to trust that I would be pretty good on the panel. Just to give you guys a small bit of information on the panel, it's called Sports Nutrition 2020, Sharpening the Vision. So it's kind of a play on words. Pretty creative, whoever thought of that. The topics are kind of surrounding a lot of the things I talk about in my videos and posts and articles and everything like that. It's surrounding just the immense amount of change that's happening in kind of the nutritional supplement world. And primarily what I'll be talking about is from the retail and the brand perspective. I don't know exactly who is all going to be on the panel right now, but I do know one name for sure, Dan Lorenko, the CEO of Ghost Nutrition. Myself and Dan are probably going to have a blast. I think that the majority of the conversation and what they want to talk about is surrounding kind of the millennial shift. Myself and Dan are both millennials, older millennials, but we are millennials. So we'll have a pretty good perspective on just like digital first, but not forgetting about retail and just kind of how that whole omni-channel approach is going to be extremely important for the next 5 to kind of 10 years. So the topics are going to range a lot from the brand side, the retail side, just technologies, direct to consumers, just a lot of different things that are going on in the industry right now, and a lot of things that people have a lot of questions about. So as I kind of prep for this, I'm going to be documenting a lot of like the prep on my Joshing Around vlog series that you guys can see on my YouTube channel. If you guys are not aware of that one, I'll link that one below so you guys can watch that. I think I have a couple handfuls of episodes to watch on that one, but I'm going to be kind of documenting kind of the process, because this is honestly probably the biggest speaking opportunity that I've had professionally to really kind of put my thoughts out there and to become a stronger thought leader. One of my goals going forward is to speak at least a couple times a quarter at different conferences and really kind of share a lot of the things that are on my brain that have to do kind of with the CPG industry. So this is kind of the first step of many. And I hope some of you, maybe a few of you that do watch some of my videos, will get a little bit of inspiration from this video. I stick to a lot of like education. That's usually my kind of perspective on social media. But every once in a while, I hope that I can inspire people that are in similar situations to me to kind of step out of their comfort zone a little bit and kind of reach for a goal. I'm a self-described like introvert, analytical minded person. So a lot of this content creation is extremely foreign to me, and takes me out of my comfort zone a lot. And though I'm self-aware to understand that, I also have a very strong opinion on where I believe the world is going in terms of social capital and investing a lot into your thoughts and putting them out there to the world. So I wanted to make a shift early on, and I hope that people that also have a strong opinion towards those things and believe in them will also kind of put themselves out there a little bit more. But to take this a little bit back macro-wise, like obviously, if you put a goal down, and I advocate goal writing every year, you put 5 or 6 goals, professional, personal, different kind of categories, and you make sure that you attack those. You look at it and put them in a place where you can look at them every day, and you make sure that you kind of put effort towards it every single day, week, whatever it is, to make sure you are long-term, you're growing kind of up and up and up over time. And I'm not saying that it's going to be a straight line and everything's going to be perfect, but if you guys have kind of the long-term perspective in mind, it's going to work out. As I know more information about this awesome opportunity that I accepted speaking at SupplySide West, I'll definitely be sharing a lot of those things on, like I said, on my YouTube channel. I would love for you guys to also kind of mention some topics or questions that you guys have down below, and I want to make sure that I'm keeping an eye out for any topics that maybe I'm not aware of, and if for some reason those topics don't get covered at all during that panel, I'll make sure that I circle back and answer any of those questions personally myself. If you guys have gotten this far, make sure you guys are hitting the thumbs up. If you guys have not done this so far, make sure you guys are hitting the subscribe button. It would help me a ton. And just one final ask of today, if you guys do get value out of this content, any of my videos, all I ask is that you guys share it with a colleague or a friend to grow this community a little bit more. Really want to get a strong, passionate community here to just discuss a lot of these things that I find interesting, a lot of the things that you find interesting, and kind of go from there. But I want to thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys on the next one.